Hello, my friend. Good to see you. It's a beautiful day out here on the coast in Newport. Where exactly in Newport am I? Glad you asked. The Oregon Coast Aquarium. Let's go check it out. The first thing you'll notice as you walk towards the doors of the aquarium is this beautiful garden all around that showcases the different plants that are out here, as well as a beautiful background of the wetlands itself that's connected to the Oquina River. If you were to ask me one of my favorite features of this garden, it would be this water feature, which runs the length of the walkway all the way down to the building. When you first enter the building, you'll be greeted by one of the aquarium's friendly staff, as well as a large atrium filled with cafeteria, restrooms, and snack bar. As you exit the atrium into the first courtyard area, you'll notice some really cool things, including one of the aquarium's gardens. And in these gardens are some pretty cool specimens, including a pitcher plant of all things. Trust me, I wish my yard was as beautiful as this right here. Check it out. Absolutely beautiful. Of course, there's just as much to do inside the facility as well as outside, including a brand new touch pool exhibit that just opened today, in fact, as well as a tide pool exhibit. And while part of the facility is still under construction, they are in the process of finishing up a long project to update the entire building, which is 30 years old. Another feature of the Oregon Coast Aquarium is demonstrations such as these, such as turkey vulture feeding. Man, look at him go. Probably one of the most impressive structures you'll find here at the aquarium is these man-made sea caves behind me, which occasionally spit out water, much like the tides you see out on the coastline itself. And within these caves, they have different exhibits such as an octopus. Of course, you can't visit the facility without meeting one of our cute little friends, the sea otter. Among the labyrinth of stone and gravel paths is two large exhibits, the aviary and the sea lion pen. Unfortunately, the sea lions aren't too agreeable at being filmed today. Here in the aviary, you'll find all kinds of birds, including the horn and the tuft puffin, such as the fellow behind me. You might be wondering how the aquarium keeps these feathered friends grounded. Well, that would be due to a spectacular netted dome that they use, along with interim doors where you go into a space and then come out the other side. This interim space, such as the doors behind me, are so that people can get in and out without the birds doing the same. Passages of the Deep is probably the crown jewel of the Oregon Coast Aquarium. It's also the largest exhibit on the property. Let's go in and take a look. What you are about to see is the aquarium's deep water exhibit, filled with all kinds of different fish, manta rays, and even sharks.
Oh, there's your shark belly. Look down. He's going over top. Look at all the little ones get out of the way.
Move away for the show.
Look how many there are. Look how lucky the shark.
Andy, he's
Pretty cool, huh? This exhibit was achieved by converting an old whale tank into what you see before you. It actually used to house the legendary whale Keiko from Free Willy. In fact, if you remember from our Oregon Goes Hollywood episode, I mentioned it a little bit, and we'll definitely be covering more whale history in the future. By far, one of my favorite places in the whole facility is right out here. It's a lookout over part of the Yaquina River and the wetland it creates. And you can find a lot of natural beauty out here, such as this guy right over here, a great blue heron. Plus, the weather is actually pretty nice, all misty and cool and wet. Something really cool about having the Yaquina River just right here is you can actually see the water at low tide and high tide, and it kind of gives the place a feeling of being on an island, which can kind of be disorienting, especially when you come out of the deep water passage. It's been about a year since I've been here, and a lot of changes have been made, including to the playground that they got here for the kids. Although kids aren't the only ones who end up enjoying this place. Sometimes adults do too. And of course, your aquarium experience couldn't be complete without visiting the gift shop. Every penny you spend goes back into the aquarium itself, whether it be improvements, paying for the staff, what have you. So, feel free to buy that t-shirt or stuffed animal. It goes to a good cause. And that concludes our tour of the Newport, Oregon Aquarium. I hope you enjoy your experience as much as I enjoy mine every time I come here. And until next time, thanks for watching. Want to learn more Oregon history? Check out episodes of our podcast featured every other week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We also have an Instagram where we post pics of our adventures around the state, a Facebook group where you can interact with other historians and history buffs, and a website for articles and other fun stuff. Thank you to all my friends for joining me in the adventure and for the dinner at Gracie's Sea Hag in Depot Bay. And of course, a big thank you to Courtney Klug for the opportunity to do this video, and the wonderful staff who were all so helpful. And finally, I want to make sure to give Jessica Axford a tremendous thanks for her work in post-production. See you next time!